Corner. My name is Jeannine. We're at Studios Fitness and Dance in Wellesley. This week I'm going to be doing upper body foam rolling techniques. Last week we covered the lower body and I showed everybody how to do the calves, hamstrings, glutes, and the quads using the foam roller. And that in and of itself took a bit of time, so we're going to break it up upper body this week. So this week I'm going to cover the back, shoulders, the serratus, and the lats. And some of them are going to be more comfortable than others, and then that'll also depend on how you are doing personally on a day-to-day basis and what you might have going on and what needs attention. That can change from every time we do it to every time we do it. So for the upper body, I'm going to have you take the foam roller. This one is a half length. Pretty much this diameter is the same on all the foam rollers that you can find out there. Some of them are about twice as long, and they work really well too. For storage, I really like this half length because it doesn't take up any space, and it does exactly what we need it to do. So I'm going to put it right in the back, kind of about the bra line, mid-back, right in the thoracic area. Now, I'm leaning on it kind of like a chaise lounge, and I'm going to keep my hair from steamrolling under me. If you do not have long hair, you don't have to worry about this, but me, I got to worry about this. So I'm going to take my hair, and I'm going to lightly support my head with my hands. Lift my butt, and I'm pushing into my heels, and I'm going to just roll back and forth, up and down, and I kind of just feel this nice sort of even pressure on my back. It feels good. Things get tired. And I'm getting into the shoulders. You're going to find that when you come so that the roller comes up the back, if you're sitting up too far, it can kind of like spit out behind you or feel like it's going to spit out behind you. So you might want to aim your head down a little bit. So this kind of feels fine for me right now. I'm going to move on to the next. I always travel when I do this. I'm going to move this back down a little bit. Moving back. I'm going to keep supporting my head, but this time I want to kind of rotate a little bit. And I'm going to be doing the lats and one side going down. I'm dealing with all of the erectors. I'm dealing with the quadratus lumborum here. I'm dealing with the lats. Little touching upon the serratus anterior here. This is all postural stuff that can get really kind of tired if you do a lot of good postural exercises, which we all should be doing, those pulls and those open-ups and stuff. Then I'm going to face the other way, and I'm going to address the other side. And just from one side to the next, one might be a little bit more painful than the other, depending on, again, what's going on with your body on that day. So I usually tell clients to start with that mid position and move up, but be very careful when you're approaching the lower part of the back. If you want to hold off and do it just the way we did it, and I showed it for a few times, and then when you're comfortable enough, you can sort of address the lower part. It can be a little bit more, sensitive. So I'm going to put my arms on the floor, and I'm going to, see my butt's down, my arms are down, and I'm just going to kind of lean into it, and I'm addressing the lower portion of the back, which is a little bit more sensitive. But it feels pretty good on this side. Going on this side, I'm going to put that elbow down, and I feel a little sketchy part right there. That's okay. When you find a place that has a sore spot or a knot and you can feel that, you want to kind of hang out in the midst of the worst of it. Take a nice deep breath, fill the lungs with air, exhale, and you'll feel the muscles release a little bit. It's tension that we're holding ourselves in. It's tension. It's not like we need to stretch. We need to release. So I just did the back. That was really cool. We also kind of nailed the shoulders with that, which is also kind of cool. So this one is possibly going to make the biggest difference right away after you do it, but it's going to feel like heck. So I'm taking it, I'm putting it right below the armpit. My arm is down, it's relaxed, all right? My body weight is on the roller. I am looking for the worst of it, and it's kind of going to be, yep, there it is, yep, there it is, yep, there it is. For this section, we're dealing with the serratus anterior. It's a muscle that kind of looks like this, and it lives just sort of on the side right here, and it works with rotation, it helps with our posture, and it can get really, really, really nudgy. So with this one, instead of rolling, I'm just going to kind of come forward towards you guys, and then I'm going to kind of go back. And I'm finding lots of lovely little spots here. Almost not able to speak through, but that's okay. And I'm going to just sort of deal with this area, a few deep breaths, and then I'm going to move up. So now this travels down, and I'm going to do the same thing. Forward and back. And usually when I have clients come onto this part of the body for the first time, I see something like this. Yes, that is exactly where you're supposed to be, and that is exactly how it's supposed to feel. So you'll understand this when you guys try it. So move up a little bit again. All right, a little forward and a little back. Yeah, that's probably not too bad right there. So again, of course, you want to switch sides. Do both sides, position yourself. Both sides, that should actually give your shoulders a little bit more to talk about, a little more motion, a little more movement. It opens things up, and it feels really nice. So anyway, guys, that was it for this week. We got the back, we got the sides, we got the shoulders, we got the serratus, and a little bit of the lats, which we worked on. And that in combination with what we did last week is a great way to maintain a good functioning body while we do all of the other activities that we want to do. So I hope you keep watching. Next week we'll probably have to do some exercise. So I'll be back to sweating and being out of breath and doing something. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll find out. So anyway, keep in mind, this week and last week, very important. Add that into your regimen. Take care of your bodies. Let me know how you do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for Friday's Fitness Corner. I'm Jeannine, and we're at Studios Fitness and Dance in Wellesley. Thanks a lot.